Tonight we're dealing with part 7. And tonight we're going to talk about criticism and comments toward the teenager. If it's good, if it's not good, if it does damage, how much damage, and so on. So we have to know that criticism, from one end, it's a very, very powerful tool. And from the other end, it's very dangerous. And this is in our hands, the parents. From one side, positive criticism can lift up the child. And he will go up from that. You're going to build him up with a criticism. But from the other side, negative criticism can terribly destroy the child. And sometimes it's irreversible, unfortunately. There are kids, I don't know if you pay attention to it, that at the moment that the parents calling them by the name. For example, Moshe, come here, please. Right away, you see on the face an image of defense. Because they know that now they're going to have to expect criticism. The father, he didn't say anything, yes, he just called him. And the child is already in alert. Who knows what they're going to tell me now? So the child starting to think, what did I do today? What can I expect now? And he's thinking, why they want to attack me now? Who said that we're going to attack you? He has already these thoughts in his mind. Why does he have to feel like that? So now I'm talking to the fathers. You know, we're saying, משנכנס אב, ממעטים בשמחה. When the month of Av is coming, we have to lower the simcha. Av is like an Abba. It should not happen to you, Abba, when you come home, the simcha will lower the volume. On the contrary, it looks simple, but it's not simple. and it's not easy to execute. This is work that we parents we have to do. And it's difficult. Why? Let me tell you why. Why it's so difficult for us. Because this is our kids. And we want them to be tzaddikim. And what makes it even much more difficult, the more irat shamayim we have, the more we care about the Torah and the mitzvot, which is okay, which is good. And the more we love Hashem, it's becoming more important to us that our kids will be also tzaddikim and loving Hashem. So the expectation is very much now from the child, because I'm like that. No. So we have to work on ourselves much more, not to react in a wrong way. When the child behaving not up to par according to us, we don't like what he's doing. This way, you're not going to be a tzaddik like this. But don't forget, the child is not in your age. He doesn't know what you know. And how long it took us to get where we are today. It was overnight. No. So let me paint you a picture and you tell me what you say. Okay? You ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. They're ready. Okay, very good. But I'm going to ask you a question. And let's see what you're going to say. But first of all, let me tell you the scenario. Imagine to yourself a boy riding a motorcycle and the motorcycle slipped and he made an accident with a car that was parking and boom, he couldn't control the motorcycle and he got hurt. People called Atzala. And here comes Atzala. And he sees that he is bleeding and in pain. And the Atzala man asking him, tell me, are you normal? Why did you speed with a motorcycle? And the wounded child is crying, oh, wow. And then the paramedic is seeing a cigarette in the pocket of this wounded child. He said, are you smoking? Are you idiot? Don't you know that it brings cancer? Are you okay? Are you normal? Now, let me ask you something. Is the paramedic for Matzala is a normal one?
No.
Why not? Did you hear what I said?
That doesn't have to do with the paramedic, Rabbi. No, he had Salah here to help him, not put more stuff.
What the Atzala man did?
He had more gasoline on the thing, Rabbi. Fire.
You see a wounded
Criticize
person.
him.
What?
Criticize him.
At the right time?
No?
You see a person wounded, bleeding. Who know what he broke? Put a band-aid on it, put a bandage, stop the blood, calm him down. Tell him, I'm with you, I'm here, I came to help you. I'll give you something against the pain. The ambulance is on the way. In 1 minute, the ambulance will be here. We're going to take you to the hospital for checkup. This is the time to give him now the Musar.
No, Korov.
You have to find a different time to tell it to him. But not now. Many kids, they're observing so much criticism and so many comments that they hear. Also, if it looks to you that you are very good parents, you give him the children compliments and compliments. Maybe it's worth it to check what's happening in your house. What is how much criticism has been said and how much encouragement you give to the child. Can you put it on the scale? You'll be surprised. To many parents, I gave them an advice. Please record yourself. One evening. And then you hear it. And you're gonna get scared. Because surprisingly, you're going to find out how many comments you're saying to the child. How many? Endless. And Bemet, many parents came back to me and they said, I never thought like this. Bemet, I couldn't figure out how many comments I said in one night. I got scared. It's a wonder, how come we parents, we don't pay attention? Why don't we pay attention? I'm asking you a question. Why don't we pay attention?
Because we're upset and we want to express ourselves.
So it's you or the child?
As us, the parents.
I'm upset, yes? So now I don't care for the child because now I'm upset. So you're gonna be, yes? The sack. The punching bag. Because I'm upset. Yes, in many cases we have to comment. I didn't say no. I didn't say no. Do we have to give a chinuch to the child? Yes. Do we have to comment? Yes. But how? When? Not when they wounded. Example. Let me ask you a question. What do you do if the kids are in the middle of a fight? A big fight, a stormy one. We're not going to comment. We're not going to give them a chinuch that this is not how a Jew conducting his life. Of course we have to do it. Of course we have to. Are we going to let them go and continue to hit each other and humiliate each other? Can we let it happen? No,
No.
no way. But from the other hand, this is not a time now to give chinuch to the child. It's the same way like the Atzala guy. It's not the time, what you're saying. Yes, whatever you're saying is right. Why did you speed? You should not speed, correct. Why did you smoke? Correct. But this is not the right time. So what do we have to do? I'm asking you now, the parents, your siblings fighting, your kids fighting. What are you gonna do? Here, I'm waiting.
It's very hard to take sides also.
You don't have to take sides.
I know, but they asking you to, am I right? He's right, she's right, right?
I don't know. I was not here.
You should just stay aside and just let them figure out by themselves the solution.
I told them I'm not Chafetz Chaim.
Are you gonna stop the fighting or yes or no?
I don't know. It's what should we do? What should we do?
First of all, you stop this fight. Of course, we have a tendency to start to scream, to hit in our house. What are you, crazy? Look what you did to your brother. You broke his glasses. You are shy. You think the child hear what you have to say now? I see that you all tonight decided to do Tani Dibur.
We are listening, Rabbi.
You're listening. I know that I hope that you're listening.
Listening and learning.
Kavod Harav.
The answer for every question.
Yes.
So my mother-in-law, from Lebracha, she used to say that every time the kids were fighting, she would leave their room. She would just leave them. And then she said they would quiet down because they lost their audience.
That's one thing. That's correct. But the fight is already quite overboard. He broke the glasses. Our job as a parent, what we have to do. Of course, not to take sides. Of course, not to be a judge. None of the above. And not to give musar now. We have to be wise. We have to understand that now. The child is like the wounded on the road. He is in trouble. He feels bad that he broke the glasses of the brother. He feels bad. And the truth of the matter is that he doesn't want to eat. Every child wants to be good and tzaddik. Not enough that he is disappointed from himself. Do we have to add more into the fire? Now that he is in trouble, it's not the time to give him musa. And especially not from anger. Because when you're angry, you might say things that you're going to regret. There's no doubt, I'm not saying for a second that it's not important. It's very important that the child should know that whoever raising hands is Rasha. Yes. It's very important for us to let him know that don't have the right to hurt his siblings. Also other kids in the yeshiva. You cannot be violent, not physical, and not with your words. We have to implement it. Yes, I didn't say no for 1 second. But there is time for this. We have to find the right time in order to implement it. When everything is, they're not going to hear you. We have to find time that everything is quiet, relaxed. We have to let the child the chance to register what we say. And he will understand what we say. More than that, if we see that our child all the time is involved with fighting, or he is, instigating other people. It's very important for us to find out why is he doing it. Maybe he has problem in school, in the classroom. Maybe he has problems with learning. He don't understand and he's frustrated. Or maybe he doesn't know how to socialize. It's bothering him. Maybe he feels that he is not loved enough in the house. Maybe he's missing love. Or maybe he's under pressure. Yes. He has some difficulties that's bothering him. And we don't know. Again, the child must know, that he is not allowed to hit, chas v'shalom. Not to hurt people with his words. If you're in trouble, it doesn't mean that you have a passport or easy pass to do whatever you want. No. But, again, we have to find the right time to talk to him. With relaxation, with love. We want to teach you, we care for you. And then you can sit down with the child and ask him, what's happening with you? Lately, you're not yourself. How's your social life in school? Something bothering you? Why are you so sad? Maybe we can together find a solution. What do you say? How can we overcome the difficulties that you have? Let's find a road to bypass these difficulties that you have. So then you come up. You know what? Let's do a project. And the project is, if one of the siblings will hit you and you're not going to return, we're going to put it on the board and we're going to buy you a very nice gift. Not only that you stopped the fighting with wisdom, you quiet down the feelings that pushed him to fight with the brother. I did not humiliate him. I gave him strength. I gave him the tools to overcome it and to restrain himself from fights in the future. I gave him the ability to be good. And this ability in his heart, deep he wants it very much. But on the other side, what we very much used to, unfortunately, a father that's jumping on the child. He is in the middle of the fight. And because Abba is under pressure, his kids are not behaving. He's very disappointed and angry. Like the paramedic in the accident. The child is not in the situation now that he can hear you. He's not going to be a recipient. He's angry. He's in pain. So what is going to be the outcome of you screaming and shouting at him? What are you going to gain? You just humiliated him. And his anger getting even stronger. And you're not filling him with wishes to be a better person. If yes, you did the opposite. The truth of the matter is, if the father will conduct without wisdom and with insensitivity, not sensitive enough, sensitivity. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It can lead to more and more. And then it's going to be something irreversible. Why? The child will believe that Be'emet is Rasha, is angry, and he's a troublemaker, and he's a lost case. Who put a stamp on him? So, why? Because I was upset the child is not up to par according to my standards. So, even if the child Be'emet is full of anger, selfish, and he's ready to fight any second, don't give him the feeling that he is like that. I know it's difficult. It's difficult. On the contrary, search what he's good at. And tell him, you're such a good boy. You're so smart. But you have to know, Moshe, this time the Yetzer Hara won the game. Let's you and me sit down and find an advice how next time we're going to make him lose. No wounds, no gloom. The Yetzer Hara you won. You're a good boy. The Yetzer is bad. Let's find a way how to defeat him. Are you hurting the child now? Are we hurting him?
No, no. At what age you can start talking to a kid?
When he understands.
It's about bar mitzvah,
Teenager.
no?
Teenagers. We're talking teenagers now.
Yeah,
Teenagers.
about bar mitzvah age, then you can talk like that. Yetzirah.
Oh,
Yeah. Before that, I don't think they understand it.
no.
No. Mhm.
The Yetzirah, he caused you to do it. Don't listen to him. You know why? Because you're good. Meaning you're good. Somebody else is bad. It's a Yetzirah. So I'm not criticizing you. You hear the psychology behind it?
Yes. Yes.
So most of the words at home, I would say 90%, should be very nice words. You good, you tzaddik, you tzaddeket, you're a good girl, you wonderful girl, you have a heart of a gold. If between sometimes we will be going to comment few things, it will register. Why? Because we're saying much more compliments than criticism. But everything is at the right time. That's the key. You have to know when. Not when he's on the street, bleeding, broken bones, and now you're screaming at him. That's the time. The right behavior toward the child is 20 compliments against 1 criticism. Can you do it?
You
Can you
have
do
to be very calm to do that. If you're angry yourself at certain things in your life, you're not going to be able to act like that. Be calm to the child.
It's your child?
Yes.
Do you love your child?
Yes.
If you love someone, do you criticizing him or you give him compliments?
Compliment, of course.
So do we love our kids?
Yeah, you're right. Only with compliments, yes. We also like people that give us compliments. So as an adult, we like people that give us compliments.
Or how much effort we're putting on this?
Right. So imagine a child, how much he likes.
Imagine a teenager when he don't know his identity, he doesn't, who is he, what is he? And you're giving him a compliment after a compliment. Then even if you say a comment, he knows it's coming from a loving place. Not as a punching bag.
You have to be a big psychologist to do that.
So it's never really the right time to give a criticism.
Why?
No, I'm asking, is it ever
Of course.
really the right time to give a criticism, or is it better to just give compliments?
It can be after a day or two. You take a child, you remember the fight that you had with your mother. Tell me something. According to the Jewish law, are we allowed to raise hands? He is calm. He is ready to accept. So he will tell you no. So let's figure out, let's find advice. What can we do not to fall in the hands of the Yetzer Hara? We're discussing. I'm not going to criticize you. How can you eat? You are shy. No. It's done in a very, with respectful way. Because when the child feels that you appreciate him, yeah, when he hears all the time that he's good and that you appreciate him, and he wants to continue to feel like that, to hear like that. He wants to continue to be good and he wants to continue to be appreciated. He's a human being. But on the other hand, if he feels all the time that he is not beseder, he is not okay, he is chutzpan, not disciplined, and you disappointing us all the time, you embarrassing us. Even my parents saying that so why do I have to work on myself? That's who I am. We as a parents, how can we do that? Is this called love toward the child? Especially a teenager? So we're adding more fuel into the fire. And he's going to be more angry, more frustrated. And you see, every time you're going to talk to him, he's going to erupt. He will not have even the ability to take himself out of the trap that is in. And who caused this? Who caused it? The criticism that was not in the right place and the right time. Like the paramedic. And not encouragement and not appreciated. So what is our job as a parent? Our job is to create all the time good atmosphere at home, not a tense one, relaxed one. loving atmosphere, appreciated atmosphere, appreciation to the children. The question is if we can do it. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes, Be'ezrat Hashem.
I heard only 2 yes.
Yes, Rabbi, if we try it, yes.
You number 3.
Yes, Rav.
The rest, I think, they gave up on me. Probably they feel that they cannot.
Haz v'shalom, Rabbi. Yes.
We need 13 more.
We have to be, that's called understanding the child. First of all, it's not him, it's the Yetzer Hara. The child is always good. The Yetzer Hara, Hashem called him bad. So it's bad. And we're dealing with teenage. It's a difficult time. Very difficult. And today's world, we don't have patience anymore. We're working hard, we're coming home late, exhausted. Now do we have time to be calm? So life is calling sometimes for very, very difficult decisions. What is more important? The money that I make or my child? Maybe I can go home 2 hours early. So at least I have some interaction with my son or daughter, of course. It's a decision that we have to make. So we have what to do. So now we have like 10 minutes for questions. Any questions that you have, please. Now it's the time.
Rabbi, can we think about the adult also, like a teenager? Everybody is good, it's just the Yetzer Hara.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that makes it easier
So
to deal with difficult people then.
So if they're in the middle of a fight, in the middle of the fight, can you say, come here, Tzadik, let's have a drink. Come, I made you a drink, have a drink. Like, instead of telling them, stop fighting, like, can you say, come have a drink? Like, how do you have them stop fighting while they're fighting? In this house, we don't fight, we don't argue. Come have a drink, relax. Is that how you do it, or?
By saying in this house now, in this moment, we don't fight and we don't hit, you're talking to deaf ears. Yes. The house should be not to fight. We cannot let it happen. We're not going to tolerate it. Yeah. But now it's not the time to say it or to implement it and to say, I'm going to punish you and so on. No. You get inside, you take the two kids apart. Yeah. And so then you can offer a drink or I don't know. The comment will come maybe a day after, maybe 2 days after.
Okay.
You're not going to let it go like this. Then after a day or two, Abba and Ima will take the child and say, listen, Habibi, we don't know what went on there. But fighting and hitting each other we're not Asaph. So it's already, the atmosphere is calm, everything's okay. Now they can hear you. And they can say even, Mom, you know, we're sorry that we made you upset. Okay?
But how can we get the kids to respect each other more?
To respect each other, it will take time.
Is it sufficient for us to give the kids compliments, or is there something else that we could do?
What? I didn't hear you.
Is it sufficient for us to give the kids compliments, or is there anything else that we could do in addition to that?
We have to give them compliments all the time.
No, but I understand, like, this would give them more respect from the other siblings, right? The more we compliment all the
To
siblings, they
every
respect each
child,
other.
you have to say, to every child.
Of course, but then is there anything else we could do to get them to respect each other? Just let time, okay.
So is it our fault that they're not respecting each other? Because maybe we are complimenting one more than the other?
But let me ask you a question. What do you want from the kids? Are we respecting each other?
No, I mean, if they're not respecting each other, the kids,
One day they will.
Is it something that we did wrong that they're doing?
The moment that the kids see that the husband and the wife talking to each other with respect, behaving with respect, automatically is there.
But maybe we are complimenting one child more than the other one. Maybe that causes jealousy between them and
All of them equal.
compliment them at the same.
You all good, you all tzaddikim, you all chachamim, right?
Right.
All the time. Forget what you have to tell them. Yes, they have to change for sure.
But compliment them all.
Compliment them and then to deal with them about what happened later on.
Later on.
In the day or two when everything is
Right.
okay.
Okay, Raf, thank you.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
And
Have a good night.
And I'll see you tomorrow night in Hashem.
Thank you so much,
At
Rabbi.
8.